Hey, it's Don here from the board. Thank you for joining me and Ariete, little one over here, for another video. So in this video, I'm actually going to be doing some more cap reviews. Yeah, you like that, don't you? But before we get on to that, actually, I want to ask you as the community your thoughts about my little laminated sign. Now, one of our viewers, R. White, has made the suggestion that maybe I should get rid of this laminated sign and use a slide instead, kind of like as an intro to my videos. Now, personally for me, I like my little sign. I'm not super sentimental about it, but it is also a nice little thing to be able to write on as like a whiteboard. But if you do think that my videos need a little bit more pep, bit of pizzazz, having like an intro or a cover slide, then please let us know with your comments under the video. So, a little while ago, I did a unboxing of a couple of a cap, which was the Eat the Food half shell V2, which is what was in this one. It's a nice little foil bag that it came in, and in this video, I'm going to do something kind of similar, but with a couple of different caps. Now, I don't actually have an unboxing as such for two of them because they came in a separate package with a bunch of other stuff, but I do have one cap that I can do a unpackaging because I haven't actually opened the package yet. So let's get onto the caps. Are you going to behave? Hey? Alright, so in front of me I have two Coz Caps made by Cosmosis, one of our locals here in Australia. Absolutely great guy within the community, and he has actually sent my way two of his creations. The first one over here on the left is the No Escape Key, and the second is the Movember cap that he made last year in collaboration with me, where we raised quite a good sum of money, over $1,000 for Movember. Now this year, hopefully, we'll be able to do that as well and create a new cap, different style of cap, to do some more fundraising for Movember. But yeah, I thought I would show off and have a quick look at both of these caps. And underneath here is a third key, which you can see is still within a sealed package. Now the first one, the No Escape, this is, I believe, the V1 of the No Escape key. It's pretty cool. It's essentially a sort of prison of sorts. You can see the, see if we can get the focus on the upper camera. Oh, almost had it. It's a bit hard to do this one-handed, but that's what you got to deal with when you have a kid. So, it's almost had it. Let me see if I can do it by lifting up a background to obscure what's happening underneath. There we go. Alright, that worked pretty well. So you can see it's some prison bars, and there is these two little hands with distinguishable fingers on it, plus the fact that the actual side of the cap with this lovely brickwork on it. Whoa, it's tipped over. Let's see if I can hold that up a little bit better just manually. There we go. You can see the detail, the fine detail in the actual cap, as well as a very distinguishable lock. So you're certainly not going to actually mistake that for any other feature. Now, flipping it on the underside, we can see if it'll focus. No. Alright, gonna have to put it back on an obscuring platform. Might have to do that for all things now. There is an actual maker's mark, Coz, underneath there, and how clean that stem is. Which, hey, what can I say? It's fantastic. You can see little sort of corner sprue-like marks, and I don't know if that's from actually adding sprues or the base cap that he may have molded this original design onto. So it's a very cute little cap. The design itself, you can see lens for really cool color mixes, because obviously you can double shot this and have different colored bars on it. You could probably even take the effort to triple shot this if you really wanted to, and have the hands a different color. Now these brick patterns actually extend all the way around the key, And it even says, you're probably not going to see this very well, but let's try it with my background. Will you focus? Yeah, you can just see it there. It even has Coz scratched into the brickwork as well. So talk about fine detail indeed. Hopefully, Coz, you are not the person that's actually trapped within this key. The second one from Coz, oh, and I should mention that there is actually a No Escape V2 as well. I think this is the V1. If it isn't, my apologies if this is the V2. So we move on to the Movember cap. Now this is a very limited release cap, obviously, in the sense that it was released for Movember only. So if you didn't pick one up last year, then this year's offering is going to be different. You can see it's a purple with a darker purple in the glitter. And it's gone with the handlebars, wraps all the way around, and it's got a little bit of a goatee, and it's got a nice fat nose. Reminds me very much of, I guess, nobility with that sort of twisted upwardness, sort of, I don't know, maybe a count or a duke would have in such times. Very cool. It's a very simple sculpt, but it conveys the message very well as well. Oi, what are you doing? Get your foot off there. Yeah. Based off, I think it looks like just OEM, but no problems. And the underside is also nice and clean and smooth as well, with a Coz trademark inside. So now, I have this mystery package. It arrived in the mail. Pretty well packaged, just a bubble mailer. You can distinctly see the actual cap there, and hopefully it survived its trip well. It comes to me from Keylusion, which is made by My Name is Izzy. Now, I actually won this cap in a raffle, and so thank you very much to My Name is Izzy and Keylusion for running it. It's pretty cool to always win a raffle, and as promised, I thought I would show off this cap. Now, for those who aren't familiar with Keylusion, Keylusion's actually very new to the makerspace as far as I'm aware of, and this key really caught my attention because it had an amazingly clean underside and stem. Oi, what are you doing? You're not allowed to get towards my scissors. Yeah. I'm just trying to use as small bladed objects so that the little one isn't going to be at risk of getting herself hurt. But that packaging is very tough, so out comes the little knife. And let's take care of that package. Alrighty. There we go. And the key that we're talking about is none other than the book key. Oh, look at that. Nice. Now, actually looking through that package, it kind of looked pink, but because you can sort of see when it goes back in there, it had like a pinkish, maybe it doesn't show up so well on the camera. There was like a pinkish hue, but it's actually, and let me just check that there's nothing else left inside. Nope, excellent. It's a lovely, solid red color. Now, yeah, you like that, do you? Huh? Okay, let's break the book key out and check it out. Alrighty, look at that. That is awesome. Let me get my little stage so I can lift it up and we can get a bit better focus on it. There is the book key. Now, being an academic of sorts, I've spent many years in schooling at university. The appeal of a book-related cap is, of course, right up my alley, and it's got like a bit of a cheeky kind of expression, I guess, because having that clasp on the side of the key gives it a off-centered wry kind of grinish. The eyes, nice and clean, very smooth, great sculpt, eyebrows definition. If we turn the cap over to the side, we can see that, ooh, there we go, it's even got some very solid bindings on it. When we turn to the other sides, you'll see the, come on, get into focus, there we go. And you can see the actual ridge lines that have been cut into this to represent the pages, plus an additional shot for a bookmark. So once again, really great attention to detail, very simple features that actually translate extremely well. Now on the underside, and this is part of why I complimented them on their cap, is because look how clean that is. That's actually really, really nice, really clean. That stem, that crucifix formation, super crisp. And while this is just a webcam, even though it's a HD webcam, you know, if I had better sort of photography related gear, you could get some really stunning shots of that, especially in better lighting. Now there is a maker's mark in here, and it's a little K and a little L. So you can see it right there, K and L for Keylusion. So let's check out the Keylusion and these two other keys on my little switch tester over here. So there's a Cooler Master V2 that I've broken out and done all sorts of horrible things to it, and that's why it's got the rubber bands to hold it together. And we've just got some cherry and a Kahlil switch there. So in it goes. Oh, okay. That's it holds, but it feels very loose. Let's try another switch. It's still good, but once again, it feels very loose. Onto the brown stem. Oh, it's quite loose. Onto the black stem. Quite loose. And the Kahlil also quite loose. It's a little bit disappointing in that the stem doesn't hold as well as I would hope that it would. Now if I put that on and I press it, it doesn't fall off. If I shake it, you can see it doesn't fall off, but you can see from the side profile it's actually slid quite far down the stem. So I'm just going to put that back on so you can see I've pressed it quite a bit and it actually is bouncing. Oh, let me do that over here. You can see that it's actually, so I'm just going to sit that properly and it's bouncing quite high off the stem. Now if I flick it, there it goes. So I love the sculpt, fantastic. It looks really clean. It's nice. Maybe we just need to have a look at the actual the stem casting portion. If they've been using a release agent, might need to just check how much is actually there, and hopefully that won't be common spread. Now we have seen other people post pictures of theirs, and I haven't heard anybody complain about the looseness. Maybe it's just this one. You wanna play with these, do you? Huh? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Hey? Huh? You're not gonna try and eat Daddy's caps, are you? Alright. Now let's try the test again, but with Coz's no escape. So, oh, it's nice and snug. Feels good. And let's try the shake test. Now, of course, you're not normally going to actually subject your caps to such abuse, you would hope, or at least your keyboard, and not shake the buggery out of it. And you'll see that it hasn't actually slid down and exposed the stem anywhere. Oh, and now if I do the flick test, does it come off? I don't believe it is. It's holding pretty well. So well that it actually takes the switch out with it, right? And then we go to the Mo key, or the Cosmo, like as I like to call it. Get that on. Oh, that's real snug. That's very snug. So yeah, I don't anticipate that that's going to have any problems either. Let's seat that in. Give that a bit of a shake. Young lady, you're going to learn not to put your feet on the table. And you can see also it hasn't slid down off the stem. If we do the obligatory flick test, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. So Let me just, yeah. So you can see it's holding quite well. And then of course if I try and pull it up, it also takes the switch with it. So there you go. Oh wow, that's snug. But hey, it's not a bad thing. Alrighty. So there's a quick and simple review, and have a look at two of Coz's creations, as well as the first cap that seems to have come out from Keylusions. Yeah. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Now, I actually have a couple of my own Movember caps that were left over from the sale that has been sent back to me, thanks to Coz, who was organizing and distributing the actual caps. I've got a couple of them, and at some point I'll probably look at doing a giveaway as well. I haven't quite decided how we're going to do the giveaway, or if it might be milestone related to the YouTube channel subscribers or something like that, maybe to do with the podcast, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, so if you haven't checked out our podcast series, make sure you do check it out. We have our weekly episodes, and they can be found at www.theboardpodcast.com. You can also find our posts when we release them on Reddit via Mechanical Keyboards, or our own subreddit as well. Appa. Eh? And yeah, so until next time and another video, happy clacking.